So, yeah, this video is long overdue. Helluva Boss has always been a hit and miss show for me. Humor mostly revolves around swearing and sex jokes. These are fine in moderation, but when they're used over and 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 over.
Okay, Clay, I get the point.
No, you don't!
Do not misunderstand though. The pros are there. The animation can be genuinely beautiful. It's got Invader Zim. You can't go wrong with Invader Zim, come on. And it has a pleasant cast of characters. However, there's been a debate on two of these fan favorites, and I'm here with undeniable, that is with a capital D, proof that Stolas was being hypocritical throughout the entire run of Apology Tour. And hopefully this will give you a perspective on Blitz that maybe you haven't thought of before. So right off the bat, let's get the big one out of the way. These two were never truly friends. Blitz's father practically sold Blitz into slavery for the day, even emotionally blackmailed by his father to steal from the Ars Goetia. While of course we can't blame Stolas as he has no idea that Blitz was there against his will, this first encounter shapes the way these two characters view each other. On one hand, even if they had a bit of fun, this was a job to Blitz, primarily to appease his father.
I'm scared, Dad.
There are scarier things, aren't there, son?
But... Yes, Papa.
The pressures of his family have given him anxiety and stress, which is actually a perfect mirror to the situation that Stolas finds himself in, his fate being decided by another, just as Blitz's fate was decided by his father that day.
To sire, a precautionary addition to the Goetia family, so you are now engaged. Congratulations. Isn't she charming?
This is shown amazingly in their second ever meeting. Stolas happy to see Blitz, and Blitz being there on business, exactly like they first met, where Blitz seduces Stolas to get the book, and the arrangement begins. Already, this story is setting up these two characters to be at fault in the situation. Is what it should have conveyed. Look, I'm in no way, shape, or form saying that Helluva Boss has bad writing. The world building in these shows is incredible, but I can't help but feel like Has-Been has a more centered team, and Viv is just writing the first thing that comes to mind in Helluva Boss. Stolas in the first season was absolutely nothing like the Stolas we see in season 2, and it's inconsistencies like this that make me cry. Honestly, Stolas' entire rant on how Blitz only cares about sex and how Stolas has never looked down on him was reminding me when Amber called out Mark for choosing heroism over her.
We're fighting because you lied to me. You made me feel stupid and unimportant.
It's a secret identity.
And because you don't trust me.
I'm trusting you now.
Oh my god.
For the entire first season, Stolas was always condescending, always calling Blitz his impish little plaything, and treating Blitz as if he was a tool to be used.
Who dare threaten my impish little plaything? Sorry, your clients will have to wait.
He did this in front of his own child, mind you, and didn't care about Blitz or Octavia's comfortability in the situation. Stolas has shown time and time again that he has used Blitz as a tool, and yet again I hear people getting madder at Blitz for simply calling him out on this.
I'm tired of this. I'm uncomfortable with how you're speaking to me now.
Look, I know Blitz stole the book, but let's think for a few minutes. Blitz was looking out for the good of his employees and his family. Sure, stealing the book was wrong, but so is choking your butler imp because you're mad at your wife. Blitz was fine with the arrangement. It was business. This was all for his business, and Stolas accepted the terms. This was a mutual transaction. So why is the entire world siding with a bird who's upset that Blitz didn't accept his feelings in 2 seconds, not even giving Blitz a chance to think or register that this might be a serious situation? Stolas wasn't thinking about Blitz in this occasion. He was thinking about himself, not even considering the fact that his season 1 counterpart completely humiliates Blitz on multiple occasions. A theory I have is that nearing the end of Season 1, they decided to change Stolas' character for the story, which I would call character development if Stolas would acknowledge that he was shitty too. He questions if he made a mistake, but then the show completely switches back to Blitz's shortcomings. Bringing up a show that does character flaws well, BoJack Horseman is the best example. When the character does something wrong, the show will go out of its way to remind you, to show you that the ramifications of one's actions are important. Here we're expected to say, fuck it, and look at all the random people who Blitz screwed over like Dragon Number 6 or this guy. These characters feel rushed. Blitz having flaws was more believable because the few key figures in his life who actively hate him. Now we have random characters that we can't connect to, relate to, empathize with. Yep, that anti-Blitz merch is looking pretty tasty now, isn't it? Overall, Apology Tour was a 6 out of 10 for me, where it has amazing visuals, soundtrack, voice acting. It lacks for in storytelling. Making Stolas out to be innocent was one of the big mistakes of this episode, and it makes me hope that in the future at least it will be taken into consideration that his feathers are not so clean in this.
Way.
Especially that sexy little one there. Yoo-hoo, Blitzy. Winners are Striker and my darling Blitzy.
Just say my name right, fucking dick.